happy vibes. I like to be where people are happy. I like to be where, people are just smiling. Like I make myself a point where I can make people smile. Like no matter what you're going through, if you haven't come across me, I guess you have not done something right. You better find me because I will make you laugh. I don't care what you have to say. I will make you laugh. I will make your life easy. Okay, people like us, we are very scarce. See who is back again. Let's get right into this. I have a confession. I don't know what how I've been feeling for a few days. I don't know. If you watch my last video, I was talking about a certain book that I've been reading and stuff. And something came up to me. It's something that just plays in my mind all the time, and it's getting me emotional. I don't know why. For no reason. This girl, you know, as the baby girl I am for life, I don't get emotional. I don't let anything get to me because all this thing is just back and forth. It just goes in and out. And yeah, it happened. So because I don't want to waste your time. Okay, disclaimer. If you're watching this, I am not saying this for, like I said, I didn't start this YouTube for y'all. If you don't know, if you don't know, I start this YouTube for me because there are some things that I go through, and there's some times that we all go through in life, and you're just like, I wish I got that recorded. So that's why I'm recording this, so that next time I can tell myself there's no reason for you to be emotional. The emotion, put it aside. The main thing is that while I was reading the book that I told you about, The Mountain Is You, if you haven't watched my previous video, please watch it because I kind of like read one or two lines from the book, and it's very like the book is good. It's good. And if you're the type that don't read, I don't know what to tell you. I do not know what to tell you. So lately, okay, I've been reading the book, like I said, and it's been like soothing. It's been the most soothing thing. Like I just sit in my hammock and I just read it, and I find myself to like connect with the book. Like I'm just like deep into it, and I just keep connecting with it. And there's something that came to me. There's something that I have been thinking of lately. And the thing is that I just realized that I'm a kind of a person that if I do something for people, I expect them to do the same. If I motivate you to do something, I expect you to do the same to me. If I helped you to do things, or I help you to achieve a goal in your life, I expect you to be there for me when it's my own turn. And I know majority of us believe that that's how things should work. I know a lot of us believe that that's how things should happen. To bust your bubble, apparently, no, that's not how it should happen. That's not how it works. That is not how these things work. Nobody told me that. No, I wasn't informed. I was not informed. But now I know. And now I get it. Now I know. Now I get it. Someone like my humble self, okay, on a regular day, I help people when I say I help people, I might not, even there are sometimes that I physically put in my money. There are sometimes that I put in my time. There are sometimes that I inconvenient myself for other people. That's me. Like if my friend needs something, I might not say it to them. I might not tell it to them. I might not say, "Oh, this is very inconveniencing for me," things like that. I might not say it. I will do everything to make sure that I please them. I would to friends. I think I think you guys already know. But when I call people my friend, I go extra mile for them. And I think that's what friendship is all about. You have to be able to um what's that word? Sacrifice. That's the word. You have to be able to sacrifice for people, especially when they're your friends, and especially when they are friends that you expect that things keep going the way it is. But one thing that I've realized is that when it's my turn and they're not there, I get offended. And I get offended because I know how much I put into it when it was their turn. I know how much I put into whatever it is that they needed to achieve, and I made sure that they achieved it. Is it valid? Am I valid, or it's weird? Is it just me? Because when I believe that when I put in so much effort for you, and when it's my turn to, I expect you to put in so much effort for me. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people will come up with, "Oh, I am so busy. Oh, I am sorry." Or they'll be like, "Oh, but I'm going to call someone else to help you." But no, I don't want someone else to help me. I want you to help me. Because when it was your turn, I didn't call someone else to help you. I helped. I was there to put in all the time and all the energy for myself. I drew the comfort out of everything in order for you to be able to achieve whatever you achieved. So when it's my turn, I expect you to be there. And I don't expect you to be like, "Oh, well, you should, let me just do the bare minimum." No, if I go out for you to do things, I expect you to go out for me to do things. That was, bear in mind, that was me about like 3-4 years ago. Okay, not now anymore. Like, I'm saying it, like I said, I think this is a time of awakening in my life. And there are some things that I have come to realize that I wish I had known then. I really wish I had. I know that there are some situations where you're just blindfolded, and you're just like, "Oh, I would do anything. I would do everything." And talking to one of my mentors, talking to her, well, she's a psychologist, and also she's my mentor. Like, shout out to you, you know yourself. She's my mentor, and she's also a psychologist. And she was like, "Sarah, I love you so much, and you know that I do. But no matter how much I love you, there are some things that I will not do if I have to inconvenience myself." I thought she was weird. I was like, "Why? Like, if you say you love me, then you should be able to sacrifice for me. You should be able to do things for me that, I would be like, okay." Because when some things happening in my life, I didn't have anybody to turn to, because like I said, people think, "Oh, Sarah is strong. Sarah never asks for help. Sarah just want to do it by herself. Sarah got this." That you got this kind of a thing. "Oh, I don't worry about her. She got it." And I think because of that, a lot of people think I don't need help. A lot of people think that I don't need what they needed, which is someone to support them. A lot of people believe that, "Oh, even if you want to support, then she only needs the bare minimum and she will figure it out." That kind of a thing. And reading the book kind of like opened my eyes to how I have put in my best effort for other people. And when it's my turn, I didn't even have the strength to put in that effort for myself. Look at me! And me bringing out all those things. See, this thing that I come here to like talk about, I was thinking about it, and it was making me teary. So I decided to bring it to you, to my channel, to all of you. One thing that I have told myself, I think for the past like 2 years now, and I've been for the past 1 year now, and I've been doing it for myself, is that I will choose me first. It is me first. It is me. It's not being selfish. I think that is another issue that I had, because when people used to talk about them, like, why are you so selfish? Like, you should help other people. Like, you should. And that made me a people pleaser. And that made me a people pleaser, even though people don't know that. Even though a lot of people didn't see that in me. A lot of people don't know that trait about me. But I am a people pleaser. Like, I can't believe I'm saying that and I'm not crying. And I'm saying this to myself and I'm not feeling any emotions. This girl have grown. I'm telling you, I am grown. Oh my God, Sarah. Okay, keep it up. Keep it up. Like, let's be serious. Let's be serious, okay? Because I find myself to be someone that I like happy vibes, happy vibes, happy vibes, happy vibes. I put it upon myself to make people happy, because I believe that the world is a sad place. There's too much going on in this world that a lot of people, are just tense. They're just sad. Like, they are not comfortable. They are very uncomfortable. So because of that, I tend to put myself in the position where no matter who comes across to me, I will make them laugh. Like, it's a decision that I made. I think I made it when I was 9. And ever since then, like, when people come across, especially like, people that I'm just meeting for the first time, people that I never get to know, I don't judge you, because I believe that I don't know what you're going through in your own life. So because of that, why can't I just make you happy? Even when I am going through challenging situations in my own life, I still bring it to the point where I make people happy and I make people laugh. So going back to the point that I was making, when people don't pay me back what I have paid them, I find it offensive. When I put in so much strength and so much effort for a lot of people, and it's my turn and they're not there, it hurts me. But one thing that my mentor and this book that I'm reading, The Mountain Is You, have taught me, is that when people get to their destination, they have to highlight. And if they highlight before you, just know that you still have a greater place to go. And because you have this capacity, you have the strength and the capacity to keep going, that's why those people have to highlight. Because if they don't highlight, you haven't gotten to your own destination. And you will never get to your own destination. Me finding it offensive, I have to understand that they have gotten to their own destination and they have to come down. Okay, let me give you this illustration. For the people that use public transport, like be it train, be it the bus, you know that there are a lot of people in the train. A lot of people, getting in the bus and getting down, getting in the train and coming down. And it doesn't matter if you stretch your hand forth to pull someone in. It's too high for them to climb and you're just like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna lie here. You just climb me and get inside the bus. It doesn't matter. When they get to where they're going, some people will still come and be like, oh, thank you for your help, and they will leave. Find you and appreciate you for your help. But not everybody. Some don't even care, because they'll be like, I didn't ask you for your help. So you have to know when to help. and you have to know who to help. But while you're doing all of that, make sure that you're not inconveniencing yourself to do it. Because by the time they get to their own destination and the highlight, it's not going to be offensive to you or to me. For instance, it's not going to be offensive to me that, oh, well, they didn't get to my destination and they haven't even helped me at all. Like, you have to be able to understand that when you help people and they don't help you back, you should know that your own help is coming. You should understand that your own help is coming. The universe have a way of paying you back, either you like it or not. Like, the universe will pay you back. I'm telling you, the universe will find you. And it will pay you back when you need it the most. It will pay you back at that point when you feel like there's nobody to help you and there's no place to turn to. It might look like, oh, it's taking forever. Yeah, it feels like that sometimes. Like, okay, now I need help. Like, I need someone. I'm not saying be looking and be like, I will do this and let me see if universe is gonna, because yeah, some of you can be petty. Okay, so don't be. But what I'm trying to say is, when you help people and they didn't help you back, don't be offended. Because when it's your turn, when it's time for you to get the help, the universe have a way of paying you back. You might not understand how things have been so hard and all of a sudden someone just come up and you're like, oh, here you go. And it's just a solution that you've been literally looking for. Or something happened and all of a sudden the situation just changes. And you're just like, I don't even know how that happened, but it happens. That was what you've done that you're getting back. Whatever you've done, you're literally getting it back. So when you help people and they didn't pay you back and you feel like you weren't paid back, don't worry about it. Don't do it. Don't be sad about it. Like, I talk to myself a lot. There are some things that I say to myself and I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm a kind of a person, I'm never sad about other people's progress. Like, I even go above and beyond to help, to make sure that they enjoy that process. That is your humble girl. Well, for the rest of you that think I'm not humble, that's your problem. I don't care. But for myself, trust me, there are some things that gets me angry. There are some things that I'm cranky about. There are some things that, especially me putting things somewhere and you taking it off. I have OCD. I have realized that I have OCD. If you pick my things, me and you will fight. And we might not talk for like 3 days until you realize that you have offended me. I'm working on that. When I'm done working on it, I'll let you know. But I'm working on that. So because of that, I think there are some times and there are some things in life that we have to really, really understand. And one of them is that the fact that you help people doesn't mean that they have to help you back. Your help might not come from that person. It might come from somewhere else. And you helping that people does not necessarily mean that they have to pay you back. They don't have to. If they are not the person to help you, they will never be able to help you. I don't care how close you are to the person. I don't care how nice you think you are, to what sacrifice you think you've put into all of this. Some people are not meant to be grateful. Some people are not meant to be thankful. And some people are not meant to help you when you're in need. When you are in need, you might look in, to the people that you've helped and you hope that they're going to help you. But if they don't find it offensive, because it's not everyone that is there to help you. It's not everyone that is there to say, this is what it is and this is how you're going to do it. And I'm here to stand by it. Because you know what? One thing that you're supposed to be grateful for is that a lot of people are not like you. You are only one person. It is just you. You are very rare. Your gene is very rare. Your DNA is very rare. And they cannot find it somewhere else. Like, I don't care where they go. I don't care where they've been. They will always remember you. From my mentor, she said something. She was like, Sarah, I understand that you have, you know, you've helped some people and they haven't paid you back and it's offensive to you. You're right. Like, sometimes because we are human, we expect that. But one thing that she told me that I've been like, that it has been, anytime I think about it, I'm just like, wow, I wish I had thought about it in that sense. Have you ever thought about it this way? That you have helped these people to get to the point that they wanted to be in. You were in the story. When they were going through the process, you were there. When they needed help, you were there. And does it ever occur to you that when they are telling the story, you will always be there? When they are telling the story, even if they don't mention your name, something at the back of their mind will always make them remember your name. What legacy are you still looking for? When people talk about their success story, you are part of it. Like, when people talk about how things were tough, you were there. Like, when people talk about how they needed someone and you were the only one that they found, you were the only one that they saw, or you are part of the people that helped them achieve their goal, please, what else are you waiting for? What kind of thank you are you still looking for? You don't need a thank you, because that, you already got it. You already got the thank you without you even thinking about it. Since the day she told me that, I'm happy. I feel fulfilled. I feel like I have achieved something. Like, I feel fulfilled. They might not tell you, okay? They might not say it to you, but somewhere at the back of their mind, your name will always pop up. And the fact that they know that even if you're like, oh, well, I got to this point by myself. Oh, I did it by myself. That's a lie, okay? But let them brag about it because it is theirs. So let them enjoy it, okay? I'm always naturally happy for people, okay? When you achieve, I'm happy for you. I want you to achieve, because one thing that I know is that when it's my turn, one thing that I'm sure of is that when it's my turn, for all of you that don't know, when it's my turn, you will look back and be like, damn, how did you achieve that? Okay? Because I remember that, I'm just like, wow, Sarah, you are blessed. So I'm saying this to you. If you are someone like me, I think you should have learned one or two things from everything that I've said. But let me make this a formal statement. You don't need a thank you. And you don't need an apology when people offend you. You do not need a thank you. And don't be offended when people don't help you when you need them. Don't find it offensive when you expect people to be there when you needed them the most. Because they have gotten to their own destination and they have their own plans. They are doing their own things. Look internally. When I say internally, sometimes it's just you and there's no other person. And go in deep. Dig deep inside of you. The strength you're looking for is right there. The help that you need is right there. When you think you cannot do it, when you think you cannot achieve it, when you look back and you're like, I don't know where this is gonna go, just strive harder. Just keep going. It can be hard, it is tough. No matter who the person is, always choose yourself first. The strongest energy that you have, put it in yourself. Let yourself be the number one investment, because when that happens, when people decide to be themselves, when humans decide to act like one, you know that it is just your byproduct that you gave. It wasn't the best of you. The best of you should be given to you. You should enjoy the best of you. You don't need a thank you. And you don't need the people that you help to be there for you when you needed them the most. Always remember that you have laid your own legacy. Always remember that you have done your own path in their life. Always remember that you have done what the universe has sent you to do. No matter what, no matter where, who, when, how, what time, whenever, however, who they are, when they talk about their own success story, you are always in the picture and your name will always be there. They might not mention it, leave it, let them enjoy it. But somewhere at the back of their own minds, guess what? Is your name ringing? How about that? That's all I have to say. That is all that I have for you today. Bye, y'all.